What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. It's been a minute, right? I mean, I let you guys wait for this one. I let this one marinate. I wanted to make sure that I was coming on, give it a couple days, take a look at what really happened. But before I get into it, let me share with you my channel sponsors, because my sponsors, they don't let the community down every single year. I don't sit here and pander towards a company that disrespects you as a customer, because I've aligned myself with Steel Supplements, one of the absolute finest supplement companies in America, and they're going to give you a discount if you go to their site and use my code. And I've aligned with Glance LED. All they provide you with is an incredible LED unit, absolutely zero, and I mean zero subscription fees. They simply want to sell you the unit and then have you enjoy it. You get it home, you plug it in, you connect it to your internet, you show it right on the screen what you want to see. Live real-time updates from Major League Baseball, NFL, NHL, NCAA. If you don't want to watch sports or care about sports, that's fine. It's got you with weather, news, stocks. They want you to be a happy customer, all right? Now, let's talk about how you feel as a customer. Let's talk about you being disrespected, okay? Because this trailer, in about 5 days, has 7,000 likes. This may be one of the worst received sports trailers in gaming history. And let's also be clear that, unlike years past, there wasn't this real big brew for Madden to be great. There wasn't this big uprising. There wasn't a console generation change. There was nothing. In fact, this year, EA may have, for the first time, competition in and of itself. Right? People may simply go play NCAA football instead of Madden. Now, let's talk about the very EA-like things we see here. First of all, this trailer was delayed twice. What did this trailer net? 90 seconds. For all of you that love to sit there and talk about, oh, it's only 1 year dev cycle, oh, they can't do so much. It's been the same things every single year. The excuses, okay, much like the game, they don't change. We get it. They have 1 year to make a game. But you know who dictates that? EA Sports. And at this point, if they can't meet the customer's demands, then maybe they need to stop looking at those agreements, because understand, tomorrow the NFL is going to be confronted with their own issues when it comes to exclusivity, because if you didn't follow, the NFL right now is dealing with a lot of turmoil, a lot of negative fan sentiment around strictly picking a single broadcast partner. Now, I will also offer to you that at some point, EA Sports is going to have this very same conflict when it comes to picking a single video game manufacturer, with the difference being the NFL's product, right, the games themselves, the teams themselves, for the most part, try really hard to put out a winning product every single year. Your favorite NFL team, your favorite NFL players, they want to go win. They're not putting out very poor performances like we've seen from EA Sports. And this trailer, of course, is no exception, because as you can see, it starts with the famous, not all images appear in-game. And I understand, yes, like every single gaming company on Earth, they're using a dev kit, but at the same time, EA has become synonymous with showing us things that don't appear in the game and never appear in the game. And of course, EA is also most famous, in my opinion, for creating technologies to present them to a community to implement something that should have already been in the game before. Case in point, we have Boom Tech. Boom Tech is focused on what, you ask? Well, one-on-one contact. And you know what's actually more concerning for me about Boom Tech is the fact that they're selling you how it's going to change all these aspects of the game. It's actually going to change the trenches in the game. Well, you know what? I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. And some of you aren't even old enough, I would imagine, respectfully, to know that this has happened 15 years ago. 15 years ago, they sold us this very same thing almost verbatim. ProTac was supposed to be a branching system that changed tackling, specifically gang tackles. But during the implementation of it, they learned that they could sell it to us as changing almost all in game actions. So they said it carried over to blocking. Now, some of you may be asking, Ryan, you're right. I've only been playing Madden for 5 or 6 years. What happened to this beloved ProTac system? It never grew. They never expanded it with technology, and it was defunct. They're still trying to do the same things. In fact, they're still trying to sell you those very same game improvements 15 years later. But the reality is, whether you recall that or not, they are very much trying to sell you the same game then as they are now. And to that point, let's be honest with ourselves. EA Sports has came to this conclusion. They realize it. They actually can't sell you any more garbage. So, for the first time, and more than likely why this is a 90-second trailer, they stopped. Because they're just going to flat out tell you to your face now. They expect you to buy an entire new game for catch animations. They're not going to bother calling it grab tech. They're just going to tell you, look, you're going to get some catch animations. They're going to show you a running back in the position of a penguin and tell you that you're going to get new juke animations, new hezzies. And of course, all these jukes and hesitations, well, it's going to allow you to fight for every inch. Years ago, they were telling us we're going to fight for every yard. I guess now we've got it down to every inch. Pretty soon, we're going to be fighting for every digital blade of grass. But again, they hit you with the same concepts of years past with zero context to the actual change. True-to-life player movement. How long have you heard about true-to-life player movement? Right, if you go back and you think about how they talked about all the analytics through Amazon, right, how all that data was going to drive real-life players, now they don't even bother talking to us about what's going to be in franchise mode. They just tell you it's been recharged. What exactly does that mean? How do you recharge a game mode? But the flat out ultimate in disrespect, in a trailer to sell you a game in 2024, mind you, they put rookies in the game. They put rookies in the game. Is that not your expectation? Am I in some dream world? Because to me, one of the biggest jokes of Madden is that it's sold itself each year, but become nothing more than a roster update. But now we're to the point where they're just going to come out and they're just going to clown you right to your face, and they're going to say, yeah, guess what? It's a roster update. We got the rookies in the game, and we're just going to blatantly do it. And you know what? If that wasn't enough, because I know some of you might say, oh, Ryan, it's hard. Clint has to go to all 32 teams with an Instamatic camera and take all these pictures and then scan them and put them in the game. Well, guess what? It's okay. Calm down. Because they put the new rules in too. That's right. The only NFL simulation game on the market also is going to simulate the NFL rules. Are you serious? I mean, here, who would have thought? And then, of course, we get the normal rhetoric. More plays, more strategy. Of course, if there's more plays, right? If there's more offensive plays or there's more defensive plays, by default, there's going to be more strategy. That goes hand in hand. But you know what else? Because I know some of you weren't around 15 years ago playing games to understand that you're being rehashed features. I want to show you that you didn't have to be around 15 years ago. All you needed to do was really be gaming for about the past 5 years. Because the same exact people that have sat here, and I'm not singling anyone else, I'm not saying anyone by name, you're free to go and make your own opinion, but I have to show you an example to prove to you this happens. The EA Sports Game Changer program as a whole has become nothing more than fodder for EA to try to win you over through community members by promoting things to you they know are not even genuine. They are literally selling you team celebrations again and players sweating again. Both of these features, if you will, go all the way back to Madden 19. In Madden 19, they were selling you players sweating. In Madden 25, they are revealing players sweat. Since all of us have been born, we've established we sweat. Okay, I understand. Players sweating in a game is a niche detail. Yes, when you see it, oh my goodness, look at how much detail's in the game. But do you realize that in Madden, you see least player as far as uniformed individual than almost any other sports game? You want to talk to me about players sweating in boxing and MMA? You want to talk to me about players sweating in NBA? You want to talk to me about players sweating in maybe NHL, where they play on ice and are fully covered, or NFL, where, again, they play on a field but wear a helmet and are fully covered? Forgive me if I don't care a whole lot about players sweating. I didn't care about it in Madden 19. I didn't get excited about it in Madden 19. And I'm certainly not going to care about it today and get excited about it today. But the same people that sit there and got excited and sold it to you then will be the same people that get excited and sell it to you now. And let me close this by extending to you a little fun fact. This is EA Sports' business model. So for all of you that leave me comments that say, I just hate on this game, this trailer was a big thumbs up right in your face that EA Sports doesn't care about you as a customer. They don't care. They'll sell you the same garbage they want to sell you, and they expect you to not only sit there and eat it up with a smile, but people to promote it to you. It's never going to be me. And if you think the college football mantra is going to be any different, well, I guess we'll just have to talk about that in a couple years. I would love to see 1,000 likes on this video. I appreciate you watching, and you know, when EA Sports is selling you the same garbage for the last 15 years, there is no way that I will not be back in the week with more commentary.